welcome to Talk Fiction, the show where we talk about movies, books, video games, and anything fiction. I'm your host X with my co-host,
your boy Eddie G.
So, trilogies. This is the big three right here. Episode 3.
Our third episode.
1, 2, 3.
Well,
We're
our third
here.
episode already.
Yes, we have done 3. This is number 3. So I think for today, let's talk about trilogies.
Yeah, let's talk about those trilogies. What kind of trilogies are you into? What's your
So my favorite trilogy of all time is Rush Hour.
My Rush Hour.
I love Rush Hour, bro. Rush Hour to me is probably one of the funniest trilogies out there.
Yeah.
And I like how it kind of doesn't take itself too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, it's funny, you know, like with Carter and Lee.
I think on the Rush Hour, Rush Hour 2 was my favorite, man.
Rush Hour 2?
Yeah, Rush Hour 2 was my favorite.
That's the one where they go to China, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
then,
go to China, yeah.
Lee! The bamboo. Chinese bamboo, very strong.
Lee, help me, man! Don't worry. Chinese bamboo is very strong.
Like, I like the part where he goes into the was it like a bar or something?
Oh, yeah.
A bar.
He
starts singing the Michael Jackson song.
Yeah.
He's like, he's tearing up a Michael Jackson song up. He's like, he's doing it all wrong. He just gets up there and starts singing.
I won't make you, baby. What in the world is going on up in here?
And the guy was just like barely like, get over. Yeah, that's not how it is.
Which is funny because he does a really good Michael Jackson impression.
does.
Yeah, he did.
Jamal.
Tyler, Jamal, Tyler, Jamal, Lee.
Jamal, come here, Lee. They love me because I am undercover.
Everybody just me mugging him in the crowd. Like on the third movie, how do you feel about that third movie though?
I think it kind of it knew what it was and it was ending, you know, but it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Because you know they go to France and all that, and then when he's like, sing the national anthem, you know, like I liked it, bro, because he's like started singing the French one. He's like, not that one.
The American one.
I don't know it.
Say you love America.
I love America. Please don't kill me.
Sing the national anthem.
Allons enfants de
Not
la...
that one, man. Sing the American one.
I know it.
Oh, say it.
Oh, say, can you see?
Oh, see, can you see?
He's all hype. See.
Yeah, I think they were great, bro. Like those movies were great. But what about you? What trilogies do you like? Or what's your favorite trilogy?
Well, like, I think it was the Terminator, man. The Terminator? Yeah. Except, like, with all trilogies, it always lands, like, on the third movie, where it's just like, was the third movie that great? You know? Because on the Terminator, you had the first Terminator, and then you had Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and then you had, I guess you could call it Terminator 3, and it was Rise of the Machines.
Yeah.
And, the first two directed by James Cameron, and then the third one, I don't even know who the director was for the third one.
Comment down below if you know who the third director was.
But man, it was just, I didn't like it, but it goes with the flow of the other ones, and even though it's not even like, so those three movies are kind of in chronological order.
Yeah.
And because like it literally follows like what happens after. You know, and he even mentions it in the third movie. He was like, I thought we stopped Judgment Day. Even though that's not, you know, the original John Connor, you know, played by Edward Furlong, you know, which that was a goated character in my book, Edward Furlong playing John Connor.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. But, you know, they continued the Terminator series, the one with Christian Bale.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that one?
Oh, man. Anything after, like, Rise of the Machines, even though I really didn't like Rise of the Machines, I just...
You don't consider it?
Yeah.
That's
even though, like, the last one that came out, it wasn't Genesis. It was something else.
Honestly, after the one with Christian Bale, I kind of just stopped watching Terminator. I liked. I think one of the all-time favorites is Terminator 2.
Yeah, that's the all-time favorite right there. That's a classic, man.
Yeah, with that part where he like takes his hand, his,
he
the
takes
skin
the
off,
knife off and he tears his arm off.
Yeah, it's just the robot arm, and everyone's like, "Whoa!" I always thought that was cool. And then, as a kid, I think we all wanted to be John Connor.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't really know what we were asking for, because in the third one, they kind of say, well, Sarah Connor died, right?
Yeah.
And he basically just kind of always on the run and never really did anything, and was always like, well, we stopped it, but what if it still happens, And you see, he kind of, that became his whole personality.
Yeah.
And I think that Terminator was more about Sarah Connor than John Connor, because even in the first one, Kyle Reese, right, he goes back with Sarah Connor. Funny enough, turns out he's John Connor's dad, so it's kind of funny. But then we see, in Terminator 2, she's in the psych ward, right? And they basically rescue her, and then the third one, she's dead, and they go get her coffin, right? And it's like just like full of guns and stuff, and that scene right there was peak in the funeral home. Yeah.
I did like that scene. That scene was really good.
Yeah, because I didn't hate it, and when did that movie come out?
I remember seeing it in theaters, and then funny, my dad goes, "I don't ever want to visit Los Angeles." So like, why not? He's like, "Well, the Terminator just destroyed half the city." But I remember going to the movies and watching that movie with my parents. I just don't remember what year that was.
Yeah, comment down below. We'll add obviously a clip,
right
of when it came out. But I think that the Terminator movies were actually really good. Another one, Matrix.
Matrix is
with Neo,
Yeah, like, and that's the same thing, man. How'd you feel about Revolutions?
I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked the ending of it, because we didn't really know if he was dead or not at the end.
Yeah,
it was he kind of ended up in that train station, right? Well, I don't know. Was that part of the movie, or was that just like an extra clip that came out on YouTube?
I can't remember.
Because I remember movie ended. And I think it was an extra clip. Like, came out like a couple years later. He's like in the train
I think
station.
it was supposed to just like a trailer release clip or something.
Yeah. But I liked it. He brought balance to the Force. Oh, wait, wrong movie. He basically, made peace with the machines, right? And I think that was pretty cool, because he fought Mr. Smith, and after Mr. Smith took over the Matrix, basically.
Yeah.
And then they have that big fight scene, and then what happened after that? He wins, and he basically dies.
Yeah.
And basically completes the prophecy, right? And then after that, everybody in the real world sees the sun for the first time, and I think that was a good ending for the trilogy. Yeah. And then, speaking of that, did you ever play Path of Neo on the PlayStation 2? I think it was.
I never played it, but
it was so good. It was good.
I know people that played it or whatever, but yeah, I never got to play that game, and I never had a PlayStation. That's why. Oh, yeah, never had been an Xbox man. People go, "Hey, be an Xbox," but yeah, I had an Xbox.
Well, I started with a PlayStation 2. Well, the first one I had was the Super Nintendo, then the N64, and then I got the PlayStation 2, and then after the PlayStation 2, I got the first Xbox. And after the first Xbox, then I went 360, Xbox One, and then the new Xbox. I've also Well, like in today's day and age, I have them both. I have the PS5 and I have the Xbox, and I prefer to play the Xbox, but PlayStation has a good variety of like exclusive games.
Yeah, so is the Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like what do you like best? You know, do you want to play what's that? The Last of Us, or on Xbox? What do you like exclusives? You have some exclusive.
State of Decay.
Yeah, State of Decay.
Yeah, State of Decay.
Which one do you want to play?
And then Xbox bought Bethesda, but I think you can still play them on PlayStation. But if you get that Game Pass, you basically play it for free.
Yeah.
So it has its pros and its cons. I think Xbox doing a lot of right things, and PlayStation is too.
Yeah.
I just think that whole exclusivity thing, if it wasn't for that, I think Xbox would be more popular.
Yeah, but like going back to the Matrix, man, my favorite scene was when he visits the Oracle, and the Oracle, yeah, she offers him the piece of candy. Like, do you want a piece of candy? And he's like, you already know whether I'm gonna take the piece of candy or not. He's like, well, if I knew that, I wouldn't be the Oracle. And like, bro, that scene was just, oh, I love that scene. That was my favorite scene in the whole Matrix.
I like that when she's like, "Yep, you're not the one. You're not," and he's like, "I knew it. I'm not." And then like he does that. Like I think it's like the second movie where he comes and he's like, "I thought you said I wasn't the one."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, you weren't ready, but you grew into it."
Yeah.
And, and it's like peak.
Yeah, the Oracle. When they added the Oracle character, I was like, oh man, my favorite character pretty much in like the Matrix is the Oracle.
Speaking of trilogies, and as we're talking about this, I feel like the second movies are always kind of better than the first ones, and they're better than the third ones.
Yeah,
like
it's like the first movie comes out and it's like, oh man, great movie.
Yeah,
and then you see the second one, like, no man, the second one was better.
Yeah,
and then the third one is just like, man, third one was all right.
yeah.
It's like Back to the Future.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
The first one was really good. The second one was probably my personal favorite, and then the third one sucked.
Yeah, me.
Let's go back to the Wild West, the Time Machine, DeLorean.
Yeah, because with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 is probably one of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
And then you look at Spider-Man 3 and it's like, oh, what happened here? What happened? Like I thought we were goated right now,
I know, right? Like, damn, Toby, what'd you do?
Which I will say, as much hate as the third one gets, I liked it. I like
it's still a good movie.
Yeah, because what's his name? James Franco?
James Franco.
Yeah, him as Harry Osborn, bro. Yeah. I think he did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
When he like remembers everything and he finds out that Toby's Spider-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just the way he attacks him, dude. Like he steals MJ from him.
I know,
he
man,
like everything he does, it's just like, yeah, that's peak,
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say that MJ in the Toby world was not the best woman to have,
Nah, man, it was that girl from the Apartments.
That was the one he should have kept.
What was her name?
I don't even remember. Helga?
Was it?
Olga?
Something like that, yeah. It was the girl from the Apartments, man.
Yeah.
Dude, she was always like head over heels for Toby. It's just like,
"Don't you want a cookie?
Yeah.
Do you want some pie?" Always offering food.
Always there. And then like she even comes and says, "You got a call from MJ." Like, dude, like, oh yeah, I'll take this call.
She's like hyping you up, my guy.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, she's right there, dog. Like,
yeah. Like it was Toby fumbled. Well, the one that plays Gwen Stacy in the Toby world, that actress, bro. Toby fumbled that one, bro.
yeah.
Because I would have kept her, bro. Like you have her, the girl from the apartment, and then you have Felicia, bro.
Yeah.
What was it, Felicia, or was it?
I can't remember the other girl's name.
I think it was Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
I think. But that Gwen was gorgeous, bro, and she was also like crazy for him,
I like the girl from the Apartments, man. That girl's pretty.
You got anyone nuts? I have some nuts I could make.
Yeah. Speaking of that actress, I guess another topic is with trilogies. You know, they continue them, and then you have multiple trilogies, right? So the Jurassic World. Speaking of that actress,
Yeah.
did you like the first trilogy, which I know that I think it was 4, but like Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3, or did you like the new ones that came out?
Nah, man, the original ones.
The original ones?
The original ones, man. The original ones, all the way. Like the first one is probably gonna be the better one, and that's one of the series of movies that I feel like the first movie was better than the rest of them.
See, I really liked the first one, but in this case, I think the third one was actually really good compared to the other two.
Yeah.
Because the first one is kind of like the introduction, and you see everything, but the third one, bro, with the T-Rex and like that whole scene, I really like the third one on that case. I think it was, and I guess as we're continuing this podcast, we're also going to talk about how some part 3s are actually really good, right?
Yeah, some part 3s are actually
Because
really good.
if we look at Star Wars,
man.
Sorry Disney, but we're not counting yours because you guys fumbled that one.
For real.
But
damn, Disney.
But the original trilogy, which was episode 6, 7. Wait, no.
It was episode 4, 5, and 6.
Yes, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
That's the original.
Yeah, was it first one? 4 was a New
Hope. Yeah. Return of the
Jedi.
No, Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
And then Return of the
Jedi.
Yeah. But I really liked the third one in the episode 6. But
I liked all 3.
A New Hope for me was really good. And then what was it? The second one, the Empire Strikes Back, where he goes and he meets Yoda and he trains with Yoda. I think that was really good too. And that ending, bro, where he's like, "You killed my father."
Yeah.
And Mandela effect, you know, he actually doesn't say, "Luke, I am your father." He says, "No.
No. I am your father.
I am your father." Yeah, so
I am your father.
So that was peak. But Return of the Jedi, when Luke comes back as a Jedi and he's wearing all black, you know, and he's in the desert and he has the green lightsaber, I really like that one. Like when he fights Vader at the end. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Star Wars.
Who hasn't seen Star Wars?
You got some people, you know. You got to say it nowadays, you know, because you never know.
Yeah,
but
probably people out there that
that don't have a life. I've never seen Star Wars, you know. But yeah, like I think that that movie was great. But then if we go back to the prequels, Episode 1, The Duel of Fate with Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul, I think for Episode 1 back in like what, early 2000s, early 90s. Like that movie was just peak because the thing I don't like about the first 2 movies is a lot of talking, a lot of politics, a lot of this is what's going on. But I get it; it's an introduction into like this galactic world, right, or galaxy or whatever. But Episode 1, you meet Annie, you understand, you kind of start understanding the Jedi. You're like, oh, well, there's a bad guy right there, you know, and I get he's a bad guy and he works for a bigger bad guy. What's going on? And if you've seen the originals, then you know Palpatine is the Dark Lord of the Sith, right? But as a kid, bro, you're like, I wonder who it is, you know, who is Palpatine? Because as a kid, you don't really pay attention to like the
stuff
blah blah
like
blah,
that,
you know, the action scenes.
Yeah, you want to see what you call it, sabers flying around.
Exactly, yeah. And obviously the CGI was getting better, and then Episode 2 comes out, right? And you got Anakin and Obi-Wan, And like I said, a lot of politics. But you know, as he goes to Camino, everything's getting you meet Jango Fett, and you find out what the plans are, and then he ends up getting captured, right? And then Anakin and Padme are falling in love and all this, and then they go to that planet where they're with big battle, right? Yeah. And all seems lost, bro. They got Anakin chained up, they got Obi-Wan, they got Padme. But before like they come out, Padme's like, yeah, I've never stopped thinking about you either. And then they kiss, and you're just like, yes, we knew it. You know, they love each other. Cool. Yeah. Which is a little weird because Padme's like, what, 10 years older than Annie? Something like that. Like, a little weird, but
it's a little weird. There's a little weirdness in there.
I mean, Natalie Portman, bro, you know, he got a baddie, you know. Like,
it is space, though. Things get weird in space.
For real? Yeah. Baseballs.
Baseball. That's a funny movie, man. I like that movie, Spaceballs.
Yeah. But
what was his name? The character that played oh my god.
He was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Which, isn't that a trilogy too?
It is a trilogy.
Oh, yeah, that's another one.
It is a trilogy, yeah. It was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, Shrunk Ourselves, and there was another one.
Yeah. And then the one with the baby, right?
Yeah, it was a baby that blew up or something like that. Like, well, they made it bigger. It was like, baby, honey, we blew up the baby, I guess.
I don't know. Like we'll put it.
It was an earlier movie. I remembered it as a kid, but I can't remember the name of it.
Clip now. But another one, going back to Star Wars, Episode 3. This is where I say like some Part 3s are better than 2 or 1. Yeah. Because for me, Episode 3 is my personal opinion. Don't hate me for it. Is the best Star Wars movie. Yeah. Episode 3. Anakin turning to the dark side. Especially if you watch like Clone Wars and Rebels and all that, and then you get all the story, and then you go into Episode 3, you're like, Anakin wasn't really wrong. But
it wasn't right either.
Yeah, I mean, he did cancel a lot of little kids, but
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Everything he went through, I think Anakin is gonna go down in history as one of the best fictional characters. And talking about Anakin, we have to go into one that's about to be a trilogy because the new movie comes out pretty soon. Dune. So have you seen the Dune movies?
Yeah. Good movies.
So I think Paul Atreides, I mean, if you look at the books, George Lucas got a lot of ideas for Star Wars from Dune, but Paul Atreides, bro, is probably the GOAT, of fiction.
I am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis.
Yeah. How he was able to manipulate everything into becoming the king of the universe, and that's something Anakin never did, because Anakin was the Emperor's sidekick or whatever you want to call him, but like, Paul Atreides did it. He accomplished it. His son ruled the galaxy for hundreds, millions of years. Yeah. So I think when we look at trilogies, I think Dune is, there's 15 books or something like that. Yeah. But I think Dune, right now, when we're watching the movies and we see everything going on and how it happened, I think that it's one of the best trilogies too.
Yeah. You've seen the original Dune?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie, man. Yeah. So whenever the new one comes out, we should see that and then review it.
Yeah, so
do a little review on that movie.
So expect that, guys. We will be reviewing the new Dune. And that being said, how do you guys like the new setup? We
new angle. We got a new angle going on.
We
trying to figure things out. It's episode 3.
Got to change it up.
Yeah.
Episode 3 is when things start getting good.
Yeah.
So subscribe. Subscribe and like our videos because it's only going to get better and better and better. And we even got better camera quality now.
It's better. Things are looking up for us.
Yeah.
Things are looking up. That's what I like.
And thank you for following us, guys.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Peña Fiel for not sponsoring us, but at least you're making good drinks, you know.
Please sponsor us, Peña Fiel.
Peña Fiel. That could be you right there. You know, you could be on the show like that.
You can have your own little spot.
But I think that let's see. We talked about Toby. We talked about Star Wars, The Matrix, Terminator. What other trilogies are out there?
Ooh, trilogies. Mad Max.
Mad Max. Yeah, what was the first one? It was
Mad Max. And then it was the Road Warrior, and then it was
Fury Road something.
No, it was Beyond Thunderdome.
Beyond Thunderdome. There you go.
Those are the original 3.
Yeah, the original trilogy, and then they tried to remake them, right?
Yeah. Then you had Fury Road, and then
Furiosa.
Yeah, with Furiosa, and then you had the last one that came out was I didn't like.
Yeah, it was a little rough.
Yeah. It was a rough watch.
Yeah. And then for the kids out there, one of the trilogies I liked as a kid, Stuart Little.
Yeah. Toy Story.
Yeah,
Toy Story for me.
Toy Story 3. How'd you like the ending?
It's the other thing, man. Third movie, it's like, you know.
Because Toy Story for me, it's always gonna be Toy Story 1. You know, like that's my go.
Yeah.
Toy Story 1. Toy Story 2 was aight. You know, and I mean, all Toy Story movies are actually pretty good. You know.
Yeah. Anything out of Pixar is just so good, man.
Yeah, Steve Jobs, bro.
Yeah.
You know, before he RIP'd.
Yeah.
He was the owner of Pixar. In case you guys didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, he was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the owner of Pixar.
Yeah.
Yeah. The man, you know, they didn't make a trilogy out of the movie Up.
Up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only did that one. And then what movies do you think should have gotten a trilogy?
That's a good question, man. I don't know. What do you think?
So, I personally, I don't know if anyone's seen this movie. It came out in like early 2000s. It was The Covenant.
Oh, The Covenant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Mm-hmm.
The part going now. With the Mustang, where it like he hits that truck, it explodes, and then like it just like reforms, you know.
Yeah.
I thought that as you know, growing up, that was like peak.
Yeah.
And then I thought that movie deserved at least another movie, you know. And another one that I talked about, I think it was in the first episode, Jumper.
Oh, Jumper.
I think that one at least deserved a sequel.
Yeah.
If
at
not
least.
A trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
there's
comment down
movies
below.
out there, man. They should have gotten.
Yeah, they should have gotten one.
Yeah.
So comment down below, what movies do you think should have gotten minimum a sequel or a trilogy?
What are the movies that we have out there that could have gotten
Is there any
trilogy?
I don't know if I'll get hate or not for this because he's actually liked now, and I just, for the record, I liked him before everyone thought he was cool. Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man.
She's the girl on your computer. Yeah, he's got you on his computer.
You looked at me and said Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, he was one of my. He is my favorite Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Talking louder than I usually talk right now. Yes.
Because Toby, for me, was the first live action representation of Spider-Man. It was awesome. But when Andrew became, you know, Spider-Man and took over, the first movie I thought was amazing. I thought it was great. The Amazing Spider-Man. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was good. The second movie got a lot of hate, but I really liked it.
Yeah.
Because if you watch it now, without like the eyes of criticizing or what's new or what's whatever. He went through a lot in that movie, you know, and that is the essence of Spider-Man.
What was that? What movie was that one? That was No Way Home?
No,
Which one was No Way Home?
No Way Home was with Tom Holland.
Oh, yeah, Tom Holland. Yeah, never mind.
No, it was, I think just The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I think. But basically, you know, he fights the Green Goblin, he fights Electro. I think that's it. I think he only fights 2 people. Yeah, he only fights 2 people. And a lot of people, well, he fights Rhino too at the beginning.
Yeah.
But a lot of people hated it because a lot of things happen and they make fun of like Gwen Stacy dying, you know, and stuff like that. But it was very comic oriented.
Yeah.
It was true to the comics. Gwen Stacy does die. And just the way he went through the depression, and he's just like, the person I love the most dies, right? And he kind of takes some time off, and you can see the city kind of like getting destroyed.
Yeah.
And then that ending part with that little kid with the mask, you know, comes out with, you know, as Spider-Man. You know, I'm sorry, but like Iron Man stole that, because I think, what was it, Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 3?
Yeah.
Where the little kid comes out, you know, Iron Man, they stole that from Andrew Garfield, bro.
I don't think they stole it.
Nah, they straight up stole it, bro. That little kid went out there. That movie came out first,
It was homage. To me, that feels like they played homage to it.
Because that the little Spider-Man kid came out first, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it was No Way Home where all 3 of them come, right?
Yeah.
And I was surprised Andrew Garfield got a lot of love, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, well, you know, he's actually really good." And I'm like, I liked him before, like you guys used to attack him, you know.
That's why I mentioned that. I was like, No Way Home. I was like,
yeah, because it's kind of like what we were talking about with Batman. Like, he was a great Spider-Man. He had the jokes. He had the thing. A lot of people didn't like him as Peter Parker because he was a little too cool and skateboarder and all that.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing?
But I mean, in high school and middle school, we were all skateboarders. Like, we all wore the DCs and the Converse, and we all did it.
Shout out to the skaters.
Shout out.
Oh God, what a lot of skaters.
Yeah. I probably can't get on the board now. I'd probably hurt my ankle or something, you know. But back when I was younger, you know, like, I think we all went through that phase. Well, maybe not everybody, but I know I did. I know you did.
Yeah.
And to me, that was like, I can relate to him, you know. Like, he's not the most popular. He's a nerd. He likes fiction. You know, he skateboards. He takes pictures. He's a photographer.
Yeah.
What's not to like about Andrew Garfield, you know? And well, he's too good looking. It's like,
He's the trifecta.
Yeah. He represented us, you know. You guys didn't love him enough. But that's just me, you know. Yeah. But I think Andrew should have gotten a trilogy.
Yeah.
He still might, you know, hopefully.
Maybe one day. They never know.
Sony, bro. Play your cards right, bro. Bring Andrew back.
We had so we talked about all those movies in the beginning. And what about
3, 2, 1, we're back.
How'd you feel about those Men in Black movies?
The Men in Black.
Yes.
I love that part where Will Smith, you know, the very first one, right? Where Will Smith, right? They recruit him to be Men in Black and all that, and he's here with a bunch of like elite soldiers and all this, and everyone's like in a chair, and they're just like, this dude just grabs the table, bro, and like pulls it to him and starts like writing.
He's squeaking all the way across.
So you want to use the table, bro? Like, you know, and you know where they're like shooting the monsters, and he shoots the little girl, and then they're like, why'd you shoot the little girl? And he's like, well, he has books, so he's obviously doing calculus or something like that. It's like, he looks like he's just going home.
Yeah.
He don't look threatening. He's like, but you see a little white girl in the middle of the night. He's like, that's scary right
she
there.
she had the books. Yeah, she had the quantum physics.
Oh yeah,
books.
quantum. Yeah. He's like, a little girl can't read that. Yeah.
Those books are way too advanced for her.
Yeah. And then the second one, what was the second one about? It was Will Smith.
He goes to save Agent K. Well, no, he tries to find Agent K to bring him back to MIB, and he finds him working in the post office.
Was that the second one?
Yeah. In the third one, he goes back in time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So the third one, it was like a hit and miss, you know. The third one for me was, it was some good points in there, but man, the first one and the second one were like probably my favorites.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. They were pretty good. I think Men in Black is one of those staples, you know, where you put the sunglasses on and then, you know, you flashlights and then you're like, this never happened, you know?
You ever watch the animated series?
Yeah. It was on WB.
Yeah. Oh man, the animated series, bro.
Which animated? Well, we're talking about trilogy, so we can't go really into that, you know. But I do think that there are some animated series that we need to talk about in a couple episodes. So, comment down below. What do you want us to talk about? Because anything fiction, we will be talking about it.
Anything fiction.
And I think that right now we have. What movies we have coming out right now? Because we have Dune, that's obviously a trilogy, and I think they're ending it as a trilogy. The Batman, they're working on part 2, and they said they want to close it off as a trilogy with Robert Pattinson.
I'm vengeance.
I think that the Batman has potential to have a really good trilogy, because we saw it with the Penguin TV show, we saw it with the first movie. It has a lot of potential.
You also got The Mandalorian coming out.
Yeah, The Mandalorian. But that's not really a trilogy, though.
But, I mean, it follows a series, and I feel like they're going to eventually make it a trilogy.
It depends how this one ends, because, so in the end of The Mandalorian, they basically went back to Mandalore, found out they could live there, and it kind of just ends there, you know? So, I think, in the trailer for the movie, it's just him and Grogu, you know, going out in the world, into space and chilling and doing the thing.
It continues from there.
Hopefully.
The trilogy. It'll be a trilogy right there.
Disney, don't mess it up.
Don't, please, for God's sake, don't mess this up for me.
Yeah, because, no pressure, but there's a lot of pressure because a lot of us are not too happy with you right now.
Us nerds.
Yeah,
we need this.
We need this. We need a win, you know.
But
yeah, I think going into like the Matrix, Terminator, there's another one with Time Cop.
Time Cop. Ooh,
Yeah,
Time Cop.
Van Damme. You know, like because Universal Soldier, right? It's Universal Soldier, and then they did a second one.
Yeah.
Did they ever do a third one?
I don't remember.
Comment down below. But because the first one was with Van Damme, and then the second one it was with that other guy. I forgot his name.
Dolph Lundgren.
Was it?
I think it was Dolph Lundgren, right?
I thought he was a bad guy in the first one. Was he?
I think. Oh man, we gotta Google that.
Yeah.
We gotta Google the Dolph Lundgren. I remember Dolph Lundgren being in there.
Yeah, I think he was the bad guy.
Man, I gotta rewatch that movie now. It's on Tubi.
Oh, well, speaking of him, Rocky.
Rocky. Yeah.
Rocky 3, bro.
Yeah. He was in the third Rocky movie. Yeah. They go to Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will
He's
die.
an elite machine.
And he's like, what do you say? I will kill you or something? And he's like, try it. You know, like, Sylvester Stallone, bro.
In the first movie, something that gets past a lot of people was when I think Paulie tells him, he's like, He's like, you should take it to the zoo. And he's like, I think because she's an animal or something like that.
Yeah.
And then eventually they're walking around the city, and then they go to the zoo. And then she asks, "Why'd you take me to the zoo?" And he was like, well,
You got lions.
And I was like, bro, like, let's get that clip right here. I thought it was just a funny scene, man. Like I was like, years later, and I didn't even pay attention to that. And I was like, yo, he really took her to the zoo. Just, bro, what an insult.
Yeah, because Rocky, bro, like, it was kind of funny because if the first one they had a mess up with their wardrobe, because like on the poster I think he had like red gloves and like white shorts, and then he ended up having like the opposite, right? Yeah. So since it cost money and and it was like a low budget movie at the time, they didn't have like the budget to like just buy new stuff. So like Rocky, Sylvester Stallone like adds the line where, why is it like that and why am I like that, you know? And but the first Rocky movie, bro, I think it was really good. Yeah, I liked it. And then the second Rocky movie, that's he fights Apollo again, right?
Yeah, he fights Apollo. And
no, second one's where Apollo dies.
Was he?
Yeah, because Mr. T, he fights Mr. T.
I thought he died in the third one.
So Rocky 1, he fights Apollo. Rocky 2, he fights Mr. T.
He fights Mr. T.
Rocky 3 is where the Russian, I forgot, what was his name? Like, not the actor, but like in the movie.
In the movie, it was oh man, wow. Oh, it looks stupid.
Yeah, just Google it. Because like in that one, that's where he takes out Apollo, and that's where like they go into the montage of him in Russia, right, training and stuff, and going all at it and out in the woods, you know, cutting trees, and you got Dolph over here like with the highest technology that Russia can produce, and he's like running and he has all the machines on him. I thought that was cool too, because that shows like advancement versus like just pure will. Yeah, so like Rocky 1, he fights Apollo. Rocky 2, he fights Mr. T, and then Rocky 3, he fights Ivan Drago, right?
No,
that's
wrong.
What do you mean?
Ivan Drago's in the fourth one.
Oh, that's the fourth?
Yeah.
Right. Because Rocky 1 and 2 is with Apollo.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then it's not a trilogy. But let's pretend 1 and 2 are just like one movie, right? Because because the first one he fights Apollo, and then the second one everyone's like it's a fluke. You couldn't have like. Well, he didn't beat him. He tied with him, right? Yeah. Apollo still won, but he went round for round with him, right? It was anonymous decision. So Rocky 2, he fights Apollo, and then
they do the rematch.
Yeah. And then Rocky 3 is when Mr. T comes, and Apollo's like, nah, don't fight him. Like, this dude crazy, you know. Like,
that's when they become best friends.
Yeah. Well, I think in the first and the second one and the third one they become friends, right? Yeah, they become really good friends. And so then in the fourth one he fights Ivan Drago, where he takes out Apollo, and then that's where you go into the montage of Rocky in the woods and Ivan Drago with like the latest technology and running and training. And
he's
stuff.
Training with a block of wood. It was a log.
Cutting trees.
Yeah. Which is goated, by the way, man.
It was.
Goated.
It was. Because was there a Rocky 5?
Yeah, but I think after the fourth one,
Rocky 5's when he's old, right?
Yeah, he's the older one.
Is that where he's like old and he fights that new boxer?
I think so. Yeah, what was his name?
I don't remember, but he was basically like he retired. He had a restaurant, I think.
Yeah, and he gets introduced to his Apollo Creed's son.
Yeah, well, that's the Creed movies.
Yeah,
I think that is a trilogy.
Yeah.
So that is a trilogy.
That is a trilogy in itself. But in that movie, that's where he fights that boxer, and everybody says, "Oh, you're too old to do it." And then he meets Apollo Creed's son.
No, that's the first Apollo Creed movie where he meets.
It's in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he's trying to train him.
No, that's Creed. That's the first Creed. Yeah, that's Creed. Because he goes to Michael B. Jordan. He goes to
Michael B. Jordan.
He goes to Rocky, and he's like, "Oh, I'm Creed's son, blah blah," and then like, "You should train me," and he convinces him, and then that's the first movie, and then in the second one, I don't think Rocky's in the second one.
I can't remember.
I think he says like, "Don't go," like something. In real life, I think it was like the company kind of like separated, but in the movie, I think Rocky was just like.
Because what was the movie that had he was training somebody already in one of the older movies. It was a dude, Tommy Gunn. Remember?
Yeah. Was that Rocky 5? Where he fights Tommy Gunn?
He doesn't fight him. He trains him.
No, he fights him at the end.
No, he fights him at the end. Yeah, in the bar. Yeah.
Yeah, the street fight, right?
Yeah.
I think that was Rocky 5.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was.
It was the Rocky movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, where that's where he's like old. He has a restaurant.
Yeah, it was just Rocky, right?
Yeah.
It was just Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that is when he's like you meet
the Creed.
Creed and all of that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. We figured it out.
We figured it out. We're learning.
We're learning as we go.
The more you know.
Yeah, because those were good movies, and then the rest of the song had a lot of good movies too.
Yeah, Rambo.
Yeah,
Rambo. First Blood.
Yeah, and then wasn't there like a new one they made? Well, it's not new anymore, but
what was it? Rambo. Something. He goes to Mexico.
Yeah.
Try to save his niece. Yeah.
Was it his niece or his daughter?
I think it was his niece. It was his
Okay.
niece. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of action in it. I feel like they didn't, because a lot of movies today they use a lot of AI and all of that, and then that movie used some real explosions and all of that. That's what I see. Man.
Yeah.
Like, bring some of that back into the movies. Like,
And now, not a trilogy, but what do you think about like the what are those movies? The Lord of the Rings. What do you think about the Lord of the Rings?
well, so you're talking about
Well, with Frodo,
Frodo, because you have the Hobbit.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess that's like a different trilogy because
right?
the Lord of the Rings trilogy is Frodo's journey of getting the ring and taking it to Mordor and blowing it up, right, or destroying it.
Yeah.
But Bilbo Baggins, his trilogy is more of his journeys, because in the first movie he has all these books, right, and he's like written all these journeys, and people didn't know if it was real or not, and so the movies are kind of like a show of he did do all these things,
Yeah. Because I've seen those movies, but I'm not like 100% familiar with them.
Which one? Bilbo or the Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you haven't seen them?
I've seen them. I'm just not like super familiar with them. Well,
So
like, I've seen what you call it? The one that I really remember was the Two Towers.
okay,
Yeah, the Two Towers. That was a really good movie.
okay, yeah. So basically, Lord of the Rings is the story of Frodo Baggins, who he gets the ring from Bilbo. So Bilbo gives him the ring, and he's a hobbit, so he kind of goes into this huge world of monsters and stuff, because he was kind of like always in his village, and he meets Aragorn, who ends up becoming the king, which we see it in we see it when Legolas is introduced with Fellowship, and he's kind of like, I know who you are, like, I know who you are, but okay, we'll play cool, we'll play cool. And there's actually a scene where he kicks a helmet in the first movie.
I knew about that one. Yeah, when he kicks the helmet.
He actually broke his foot.
Yeah, he actually broke his foot, yeah.
And then so they start this journey, right, to go to Mordor to destroy the ring, because the ring is basically all evil, and Sauron's coming back and he needs the ring, so the Fellowship's gonna destroy it. And Frodo's the only one that can. And so that's basically the journey, the 3 movies. And obviously there's a lot more into it, but that would be a whole episode if we
got
just
into
talk
that
about
one.
it.
Yeah, for real. A couple of episodes.
Yeah. And then going from Lord of the Rings to Bilbo basically, he went on all these journeys, and that's how he got the ring with what was his name? The one's like my precious
Gollum.
Gollum, yeah. So with Gollum, he basically steals the ring from him, you know, and that's how Bilbo gets the ring. But yeah.
There's only one original trilogy, man.
Clip going now. But another one, Star Trek. Did you see the new ones with
I never got into Star Trek, man.
Not even the new ones?
Not even the new ones. I just never been a big Star Trek fan.
Really?
Yeah.
So I totally recommend this show. It's called Star Trek Enterprise. It's the first Enterprise that goes into space, and it's a show. I don't know where you can see it. I will link it here, but I don't know. I don't know if a lot of people have seen it or not. It's an older show, but it's basically when they first discover how to time warp and all that into space, and it's like the beginning of Star Trek, right? And it's really good. Like I liked it a lot, and that's actually what got me into Star Trek.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the remakes, I really liked them. Like the first one was really good, the second one was really good, and then the third one was you know?
Yeah.
Which goes to trilogies. But the first one is basically James Tiberius Kirk going into his role as the captain of the ship, and the second one is like, okay, well, he's the captain, you know, and him and Spock are like becoming friends and stuff. And then the third one is like, well, everyone's kind of like going into their own thing, and then how long can we keep this going? You know, it's kind of like when you have a job and you have like a team that you like, and you're on this team and you love this team, but the team is not always, eventually people have to leave, you know, and that's what Star Trek 3 is about.
Everybody has to go somewhere.
Yeah. Like everything can't be perfect forever, you know? Yeah. So that's basically what Star Trek 3 is it's about change.
Yeah. Okay, but, yeah, I never, like, I knew about the Star Trek and all that, but I never really got into it, you know?
I'm a nerd, you know, like I was Star Trek, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. I was into all of it. Harry Potter, you know.